Hand clap to the masses, guys. We are definitely back again. 3 hand claps I did, guys, before I did that one. I had to definitely make it proper. You see me? Anyways, guys, welcome back to another Mystelics Reacts channel right there. And then, guys, of course, we're going to be reacting to another video. This one was pretty much brought about by Hector John. And, of course, it's Hillsborough Agricultural Station. Apparently, some individuals were sending me this stuff saying, hey, do a reaction on this. So, this is my first time pretty much going to see it. But with that said, guys, hand clap to the masses. You don't know, hand clap. And clapping to the masses all over the place, guys. And of course, with that said, let us get into the video right there. I'm guessing this video is about some agricultural stuff, so let's get it, man.
Another live. I tell you, we've got
It's a lot of windy.
In the new year. Right now, I am on what is left of the Hillsborough Agricultural Station, what they call center. They're the building right there by the truck.
So I'm guessing this is the agricultural sector there. I guess that's somebody's house, I don't know.
Agricultural station, what they call center, they're the building right there.
So they had a building, or that is the remainder of the building? That's interesting.
By the truck.
So that is a truck, okay. Alright. No building. Alright.
You see the old buildings?
Old buildings are there. Okay.
That's where they had all the different things happening with plant propagation and everything. And if any of you...
So in other words, they're gone. It's gone. I think I was talking about businesses in Dominica that quit. I think this one's supposed to be on it if it's not there already. Interesting stuff.
Even in the St. Joseph Live area, you have and in the 80s and 70s and 90s, you go to school in St. Joseph area, you would visit that agricultural station right here with people like the late Shaden John and Mr. John Loader, who is still alive. John Loader, my neighbor, was in Dominica. He lives in the Vigilantes. And I come here quickly to show us what is happening in Dominica. Here you had a hub of agricultural activities taking place for decades in terms of ensuring that we have good planting materials to replant around the island during and after storms. People have old plants so they open new areas.
Hector, I think you need some muffler for your mic. You need some muffler because the wind blowing there. At least put your hand in front of the thing for it to block the thing properly. But hopefully I can edit this stuff to make it proper for you guys to hear. Try and kill the wind and what have you.
Get plants. And then what's happening to agricultural station? Like you went because of the Matthew Dam, so we can understand that.
So I'm guessing he's talking about the big dam that burst, maybe the Matthew Dam, the Miracle Lake, maybe. I'm guessing, if I understand him properly. Maybe if I don't understand him properly, guys, you know, you have to help me out. You see me? Anyways, let's continue there.
The road for the Layu Valley passing in the center of that property. They had coffee trees and other parts. They told me recently they had cocoa, different variety of cocoa plants, and the former parents sent people from St. Louis to cut down the plants and whatnot, so they lose all of variety.
So they had a variety of cocoa plants, and somebody sent people to cut it down. Where be then, boy? But soon we tried to then cultivate more of it to have a wide variety. I remember some individuals who actually came down. They were doing some schoolwork and what have you. And they came down. I actually have the vlog of this where the American guys came down and they actually met me because they saw some of my videos and wanted to link up and what have you. And we linked up and they had to go and speak to the Prime Minister about the very same situation involving the coffee and the production of coffee. And they say Dominica has one of the richest coffee in terms of value in the world. And he told me that if Dominica was really serious about these kind of things, that Dominica can actually make something really big about coffee and cocoa and these kind of things there and elevate it. No, they're talking about they cut. yeah, boy. So we don't have varieties. We don't too much variety. All right then. We rather the Rona, you know. We rather the Rona varieties, the variants, but we don't want our. All right then.
Another problem we had about 7 agricultural stations. In
7.
Portsmouth, Woodford, Londonderry,
3,
Lapland,
4, Marigot,
Roseau, that is the Botanical Gardens, Granby, and this one got destroyed by
in Londonderry.
But our government destroyed the one in Granby. The one in Granby, the agricultural station in Granby was destroyed by this government. Housing.
So let me get this straight. So they take out the places that can actually bring money in. Agricultural basin. We know the world needs food. I actually told an individual this thing right there. The world needs food. Dominica is a food basin that can supply not just for the Caribbean, but with the wide expanse of land that we have, we can actually take 2 mountains and decide agriculture we do that and supply for the world. Acres upon acres of land. You go on top Dominica, and guys, don't get me wrong, you preserve Dominica, but at least we can take 2 mountains and do some agriculture on it. Not true. Volcanic stuff, right, and things. So you mean to tell me that they took away the ability for individuals to make money, to bring money in Dominica, and decided to make housing for people? So you mean to tell me you couldn't put the housing somewhere else for people who are actually in need of housing? You couldn't put the housing somewhere else and try to elevate the agricultural stations? I mean, that don't make sense to people. Maybe sometimes I just feel it's me that is a tebe, you know. Because I think certain things are so evident and so clear to see. You want to bring monies into the Caribbean. You want to bring monies into Dominica to elevate the standing of the people, for them to elevate themselves. But when the people cannot elevate themselves, what do you expect to happen? Constant regress. Constant. But I tell you, it's backwards we go in. It's backwards we go in, brothers and sisters.
So we had an agricultural station that was providing planting materials for the entire south of Dominica.
Entire south of Dominica was what?
Destroyed.
Was destroyed. Well, I guess that's what the people wanted. And Granby people keep voting for the very thing. Aye, but Granby only deadly we. All you and I supposed to be sorry for all you? Me? Boy, all right, they're bringing out the information, you know.
Put housing, and that happened recently in the Granby area. And the sending bulldozers, I think they had a plot of avocado plants, and the government sent bulldozers to destroy this agricultural station in Granby, where they call Center.
So these are places that actually could provide jobs for people as well. These are places that could provide jobs for people, and they take it out, not just bringing money in, you know, but provide jobs for people, and they take it out to give all your apartment, and that is what I'm really happy about. For all you to come and beg for cement. Hey, give me some cement now, please. I want a bag of cement for the past 4 years. I don't get 4 free years, the lady say. 4 free, I think it's 4 years, she say. 4, 3 or 2 years, whatever it is, she saying she waiting for a bag of cement. For them to come and do by-election, she come back for her to try and get another a bag of cement. Okay.
In the Geneva area. The one in Rose is underutilized. The one in Lappin is underutilized. The one in Londonderry underutilized. The one in Woodford is underutilized.
So we have a set of underutilized things. Guys, Dominica is not a tourism nation, you know. If you think I lie, ask any economist who understand economy and the elevation of the economies of different Caribbean islands, ask them, and they will tell you Dominica is not a tourist nation. It is not. Dominica is an agricultural nation, and therefore we should use what we have. That is the potential that we have. Not using it. What do you expect to happen? Dependency, of course.
We gave most of it to the Chinese.
Wait, what? They gave what to the Chinese? Well, I know they give. It seems like 1 mile is Chinese owned too, because I hear the Chinese are bringing on all kind of thing to try to manipulate species of things for them to produce.
We gave most of it to the Chinese.
That's why you're talking about the one in Portsmouth, because Chinese people are bringing their thing there to organize. Chinese people.
No, 5 years ago we had it's windy around here and dusty. 5 years ago we had Hurricane Maria. Now we are looking for, farmers are searching, they're desperately in need of plants to replant, tree crops. The avocados, limes, grapefruits, oranges, whatnot.
As he's saying that day, guys, if they are searching for these things and they cannot find it, and the Chinese are bringing in their stuff in, what do you think is going to happen? They are searching for these things, they are not being able to get it. I don't get his full statement yet, but if that is the case right there, if they are searching for these things and they are not getting it, and the Chinese are bringing in all kind of stuff to manipulate to try to survive in our environment, what do you think is going to happen? The Chinese crops will take over Dominica. It'll take over and most likely destroy some of our crops. Especially when it comes on to adaptation and GMOs, because you're making genetically modified organisms to not just survive, but to make sure that they survive. Make sure they adapt and survive. So what's gonna happen to the other crops now? The local crops is gonna I'm dying. Boy, let me okay.
And they cannot get plants.
And they cannot get plants, so I was correct.
Because the agricultural stations that we had in Dominica, they are not equipped to provide plants for replanting, for rehabilitating, or for starting a new plot of citrus and tree crops.
People, all you don't see, all you don't see, all you don't understand what is going on. I heard people saying that Dominica sell. I don't think that Dominica sell out to China. I don't think so at all. It's one thing I would not believe. I would not never accept that. Never happen. When people saying these things, I mean, it sounds viable because I mean, we're talking about Portsmouth right there, who bringing more crops into Dominica and doing things in the place. These people are inside there that tell me that, you know, them Chinese bringing things down and manipulating to make things happen and implanting things and guys, if these things continue to happen, what do you think is gonna happen? What? Especially when it comes down to people branding thing as their own. If the Chinese crops take over Dominica, that'll be the Chinese crops, you know. And it's in essence that's going to mean that the crops that we eating, the Chinese crops, if they mash up our crops, the crops that we eating will pretty much be Chinese crops in Dominica. Because based on what Hector's saying, they cannot find these things for them to plant, for farmers to plant and all kind of thing. It's dwindling, and you need this kind of establishments, these agricultural stations, to ensure that the propagation of the local produce is continuing. You find the right thing so you can make sure you plant these things in different areas. But if you don't have no people setting up, eventually it's going to die down. And people don't see this thing. This is not joke, you know, boss.
And that's where we are right now with this government, destroying everything that they have. And they made these agricultural stations serving the islands for years, decades upon decades.
They were serving for decades upon decades.
Nothing is being done. So now we have plans being prepared by the Ministry of Agriculture. And guess who gets those plants? Not the bona fide farmers. Not the farmers who need to replant
Chinese
or rehabilitate their farms. But the president have plans planting on the...
So the president taking the plan to plant for himself.
The Clifton Estate next to the sea. Citrus are supposed to be at an elevation of 1,000 feet above sea level and more. They had the Minister of Housing getting plans to plant in Lemitai somewhere in the college.
So all you have in all your own things. So all you have some of these things going to private individuals in terms of the government people, where they got to restrict and have their own plants, and maybe they themselves will start selling for overseas. So what happened to the local people is still come back to the very same thing I was saying the other day. On the basis that government doing things for themselves, not for the people. How the heck they getting plants to go and plant in the backyard and on the estate? And the local people not getting things for them to elevate. But
this constituency, you also have the Speaker of the House getting plants before bona fide farmers. And farmers know who got their farms affected, some by the hurricane, old plants, citrus greening, tristasia that destroy their plants.
They get plants from overseas.
They want to replant or rehabilitate their farms, and they cannot get plants. They having farmers cleaning their plots, waiting for plants that they cannot get. I have been asking my brother-in-law as well. My father planted the plants in 1971. and oranges, grapefruit, everything got destroyed. We just have a few more plants, and we're asking for 200 plants for the past 4 years to replant, and we cannot get. Much less for the other farmers who have been asking. And these are the type of challenge that we have, and these are the type of things I will continue to raise.
Of course, raise them, buddy.
This is where we had the Hillsborough agricultural station. When I went to Isaiah Thomas secondary school, we come up here as part of our agriculture program.
And there's another thing I noticed is missing. I remember back in the day, we used to travel all kind of places to go and see agricultural places, go 1 mile, go Makushri. We used to go all kind of places to see how they making things, how they doing things in society. What happening now? People are still going Tona. School tours, it's still a that now, boy. All school tour here in is go on the beach, go in the river, go by KFC. It's still a educational school tours that children just go on. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because I don't know. When I hear people going on tours after at the end of school term, when people going on tour island and they go into tour island to go on beach and river, but they're not going to learn anything. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment box below, guys. Is there any sort of school educational tours happening in Dominica? Makwesa across the Caribbean? Is that the case? I know some places like Barbados and a number of other places actually have. By the way, guys, I think today is Barbados election, or it happened already. One of them, there's some interesting thing I've been hearing about Barbados, Mia Motley and this kind of things. Some people saying that power has gone up to her head and all kind of. We'll see as time goes by, guys. We'll see as time goes by. Anyways, let's continue back to Mr. Hector John.
And as I said, people like Mr. Shaden John, the late Shaden John, Mr. John Loader, and Shaden's son, Simon John. They would walk us through the area and show us the different things what they're doing to ensure that we had proper planting materials. And we have lost all this under this government. I just wanted to show us what is happening. This is the, yes, if you have an idea, the Layu Valley area, that's where we had center, Cocoa Center. That's what left of it now. Now that the main road for the area goes up there. And no more plants. Granby is no more. Center Granby is no more. Laplin Agricultural Station underutilized. Londonderry underutilized. Woodford is underutilized. As I said, Portsmouth, part of it is given to the Chinese. And Portsmouth right now should be serving the entire west coast from about Salisbury right back to Marigot, from the island. That should be serving, because if you don't get plants in Londonderry and and Woodford, you would have got to go to Portsmouth and get some more plants. And that is where we are in Dominica with the Dominica Labour Party, destroying everything. And I cannot understand how farming communities continue to vote for this Labour
I don't understand.
Continue to do.
I don't understand. Granby, what all you have Granby working for you? Granby people, what all you have working for you? What all you have, exactly what all you have working for you? What people in Granby can say, yes, we have this thing going in Granby, we are doing something. In Portsmouth, we can say, okay, the Chinese and the locals coming together in 1 mile and doing a little something, which is, it's something. All I think that the locals should take full precedence in this whole thing. Yes, the Chinese can have their stuff, but don't overtake or try to mash up the boy. I tell you. People doesn't see these things, huh? All you don't see nothing happening in our community. Or maybe me that not seeing. And all you seeing so much that apparently I cannot see. Guys, this video will be in the description below. You guys can check it out. He's gonna be doing some more, so definitely follow him via the video right there, guys. And just rather interesting. This is what somebody stated right there. I'm so surprised by taking away individuals' independence, by controlling their livelihoods, by making them scared because their parent won't send their kids to study. I stated this the other day. Or give them their next ham and turkey for Christmas if they disagree. So people are quiet, they're trying to get a little ham and turkey. Or they trying to get the child to go overseas and study. So hopefully the child can stay up there. By depriving professionals from getting work. Best I leave America and go and get an apartment for free, man. Then I'll sit there so they can dictate to me how and what I eat and drink. Guys, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. This is pretty much all about us for this reaction video, guys. You guys hear my thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below as well, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that, guys. Give this video a thumbs up, guys. I would appreciate that, and I will see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bang.